Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Madam Nazira and all my friends. Today, I would like to talk about the introduction of the accounting. Accounting is the process or work of keeping financial account. Account is really important in every life or business, and it also known as a key function in any business. Accounting help in decision making, planning, and controlling process. Other than that, accounting also gives management information regarding the financial position of the business, such as loss profit, cost, earning, liabilities, and asset. The objective of the study is students will know about the concept and theory of accounting. Okay, now let's continue to the background of the business. The company that we have chosen and have interviewing is Indah business. This company runs is clothing such as baju burung, baju Melayu, blouse, and else. Indah is located at F3 Tingkat 1 Ayon Mall, Kota Baru, Kelantan. This company operation starting at 10:30 AM till 10:13 PM. This company was registered in 2016. The manager of the company is Muhammad Hirman Abdul Rahim, which is 48 years old. He was born in Kelantan. His ability is known a basic of entrepreneurship and have many idea about how to make a marketing. He also have soft skill, communication, teamwork, adaptability, problem solving, and leadership.
Next, let's talk about current business recording status.
Indah Boutique was a sole proprietorship as a type of business. This is because the boutique manager managed the boutique with its own service. Sole proprietorship is a form of business that is easy to establish because it does not have many rules and requirements to be complete with. It also has a fixed premise and must register its business with the Business Registration Companies Commission of Malaysia and obtain a business license issued by a local authority. In addition, Mr. Hirman set up his business in a strategic location which is located in Ayon Mall, Kota Baru. Indah Boutique has own product identity. They provide the latest trendy dresses and have a wide selection of pattern and color. Furthermore, they also provide great promotion every festive season. Conversely, they also use online business to make it easier for their customer to buy clothes online. They are now earning RM 3,453 ringgit of online sale, while 26,547 ringgit is for sale in store, and the total amount is 30,000 ringgit for 1 month. Also hire for workers to have their business and each receive a monthly salary for RM 1,123 ringgit for 45 cents per month. Next, he used social media as a marketing strategy such as Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. As we know, a sole proprietorship has suffered all kinds of loss and will enjoy all its own business benefit without sharing it with others. In general, Mr. Hirman will bear unlimited liability. It means if the business goes bankrupt, he will have to settle his business debt with his personal property. Mr. Hirman is also responsibility for control and managing his own business with the help of hired workers. The locating of a Indah boutique rented in a larger mall has created a lot of competition among clothing sellers. However, it is well known to the public because its business is compatible with the state of Kelantan. In conclusion, sole proprietorship is a higher number of registered business in Malaysia. As it requires only small capital. This is because Mr. Hirman started his business with a capital of 30,000 ringgit and has now opened 3 Indah boutique outlets, one of each is located at Ayon Mall, Kota Baru.
The action by the group to guide the health and business to have improved the systematic recording of business transactions. In every business, there are many business transactions, and some management do not remember all the business transactions they do, like bought stock and sold stock.
The systematic recording and complete recording of business transaction can make easier for management to handle business. The record business that must to be kept is the document to provide the business of record transaction. For example, invoice, receipt, banking record, check, bill of payment, and other. NAS Indah Enterprise record the receipt and payment by check and bank. So, by systematic recording of business transaction will be save the time and money in the short and long term. Owner should to improve the systematic recording. For example, accountant or owner keep their account at all time in the event of the transaction made that day. When the transaction recording at the last minute, there was an accident that occurred during the recording. For example, incomplete record, incorrect and missing record. So, this will affect an income statement such as loss calculation. Besides, it also will affect at balance sheet, especially value and item at asset, liability and owner equity. So, to make a systematic recording, they should find other way to improve their accounting or find an accounting firm that can provide good example and guide for them. There are two ways to ensure business transaction quickly the systematic record. First is by using the manual method of using paper record. For example, keep record for receipt and payment to correct document whether a debit or credit. And second is by record method use the computer. It depends of the type of size of business. For NAS Indah Enterprise, the biggest company should record by computer. In fact, by using computer can improve the company's record keeping because most computers have accounting program that can give them an up-to-date overview. We know the computer don't have a mistake record. So, NAS Indah use both method for recording business transaction by using manual and computer method. So, it can get the systematic record.
We prepare the account for 1 month from NAS Indah Trading.
Okay, hi. Now I will continue my 7 content. My first point is importance of accounting to the micro business. Secondly, what is the purpose of accounting? Thirdly, why is accounting useful for small business owners? And last but not least, why is an accountant important?
Okay, now let's start with importance of accounting to the micro business. Accounting is important for small business owners as it helps the owners, managers, investors, and other stakeholders in the business evaluate the financial performance of the business. Accounting provides vital information regarding cost and earnings, profit and loss, liabilities and assets for decision making, planning and controlling processes within a business. The main objective of accounting is to record financial transactions in the books of accounts to identify, measure, and communicate economic information. Moreover, tax reporting agency require you to keep books at a minimal level that tracks income and expenditure. The next point is, what is the purpose of accounting? Accounting is often referred to as language of business. It is a means of communicating financial information to different users for decision making. Why is accounting useful for small business owners? Poor financial management is one of the primary reasons for small business failure, especially in the first year of the business. Since small business have a limited budget and other resources, accounting plays a crucial role in providing information that helps business in its growth and development. For small business owners, accounting is crucial due to the reasons below. Number one is keep a track of the cash flow. To prevent your business cash flow from running dry, you should implement policies for efficient record keeping and a sound financial strategy. Secondly is to understand the concept of fixed cost, variable cost, and how to accurately cost your project. Small business owners can rely on cost accounting. This way you don't end up losing money on a project you thought would be a big earner. Thirdly is accounting gives you a better grasp of the well-being of the business. You can do this by learning to read a balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statement. Helps you detect and avoid fraud and theft by customers, employees, and suppliers. When you understand the business finance and dealings, you are better equipped with facing audit. Last but not least is bankers are more confident when dealing with business owners who have a handle on the business finance and actually understand financial implication. Whether you are a solopreneur or employ staff, the key to growing your small business is to review your financial statement regularly and establish a detailed budget that will allow you to discover operational inefficiency. Saving a little bit on several expenses can end up to a big result over the long run. My last point is, why is an accountant important? Accounting necessitates huge amounts of data collection and organization of information in a way that can easily be interpreted by the management. Business owners need to keep tabs on the operating costs, changing revenues, and dividend to make strategic decisions. As a small business owner, it might be tempting to manage the business finance yourself, but financial matters can be delicate and may require a trained professional to handle them correctly. Professional accountant assists business owners in making smart fiscal decisions while adhering to the compliance requirement. Here are some of the key reasons to invest in an accountant for your small business. Analyze the financial data and determine areas for improvement. This is crucial for the long-term health of the business. Secondly, prepare financial statement based on the generally accepted accounting principle GAAP. You will get customized advice based on your unique business need. Fourthly, using a third-party accountant ensure that you will receive unbiased information that is verifiable and objective. Fifthly, the accountant acts as a financial advisor and helps you with budgeting and monitoring cash flow on a steady basis. This will allow you to navigate any hurdles that occur in real time. Last but not least, it helps you during tax season, as accountant can identify potential deduction and help avoid audit. Along with hiring an accountant, business owners are increasingly using online accounting software. The software syncs the accounting system with the banks and helps you understand your real-time cash position. It can also be used for viewing various accounting reports, creating expense claims, and sending invoice on the go.
Okay, now
Thank
let's
you.
continue with suggestion to the micro business of how and what to do to have a systematic recording of business transaction and final account. My suggestion to the micro business of how to do to have a systematic recording of business transaction and final account are: 1. We need to record cash transaction. The micro business need to record all transaction involving cash, either outflow or inbound. It is important to keep the money in hand in line with the number record. In addition, the record also allow them to analyze the form of spending and cash receipt. The analysis allow the trader to make plans such as cost saving. To record a cash book, list the amount of money placed as a company cash. When the cash on hand is running out, they need to refinance the cash and record it. Always monitor cash books to make sure cash is on hand to match the remaining balance. Secondly, we need to recording bills and overhead spend. The micro business also need to record bill and overhead spend. Purchase bill must be recorded and shipped at the time that they agree. It is important that the raw materials supplied are acceptable at a given time so that they do not interfere with the business process from time to time. Keeping track of all current bill and expenses of trader can help them analyze how much their business operating costs are. It's also easy to cut unnecessary expenses like extra bill. Thirdly, we need to issue of latest sale invoice. A sale invoice is a very important transaction document to prove that a sale product or service has been provided to customer. It is very important to get it out and send it to the customer so that the charge can be collected based on the product or service has been released. Cash collection from customer is very important to ensure a business cash flow is good, especially in carrying out all business spending commitment. Without this cash flow, business will not run smoothly. Fourthly, we need to check business transaction. The trader always need to check business transaction to ensure that every purchase and sale is recorded. It can help traders to see their business potential and develop long-term business strategy. The ability of a businessman to maintain a good record will reduce the risk of losing business goods. To ensure optimal storage of stock and efficient cash flow management, it can maximize profitability and minimize business loss. Last but not least, we need to learn basic account. The trader need to know specifically about how to be an accountant for their business. They need to learn about how to make a journal, ledger, do the trial balance and financial statement to have a final account. It can make it easier for them to know their profit and loss in business. They can also save and plan better in each of their business activities.
Lastly, I will talk about the conclusion.
Our group had interviewed a wonderful Nas Indah Trading. Our group has learned how to make a final statement in a Nas Indah Trading. Our group has gained a lot of information from the interview that helped us to make this assignment. After we get information final statements, we prepare 1 month transaction. Final statements are formal records of the finance activities and the position of a business, person or other entity. A profit and loss statement provides information on the operation of the enterprise. This includes sales and the various expenses incurred during the state period. In conclude, we can know the purpose in the every system of accounting. Firstly, we can know how to find the profit and loss. The profit and loss statement is a finance statement that summarizes the revenues, costs, and expenses incurred during a specified period, usually a quarter or year. A profit and loss report income statement should be prepared regularly during the finance year for the business owner to analyze. A minimum of once a month is recommended. If you struggle with this, then outsource your reporting to the bookkeeping expert who can prepare the report and also give you an explanation of what is happening with your business financials. Then it will say that profit and loss is very crucial in the business because we can know how much the business can gain, the profit or the loss. Next, we can know on how to prepare the trial balance for the business. The trial balance is the list of all the general ledger accounts of both revenue and capital content in the business ledger. The list will contain the name of each nominal ledger account and the value of the nominal ledger balance. Each nominal ledger account will hold either the debit balance or credit balance. The debit balance values will be listed in the debit column of the trial balance and the credit value will be listed in the credit column. The trading profit and loss statement and balance sheet and other financial reports can then be pursued using the ledger accounts list on the same balance. Then to ensure that the account balance are exactly from the accounting ledger and exist in the identification and rectification of errors. Therefore, we can know an assets and liabilities. Assets are economic resources that are under business control and are expected to benefit from the future operation. Asset divided by 2 is long-term asset and short-term assets. Liability is the amount of debt or business entity that arises during the course of its business operations. Example of debt: liabilities payable, interest payable, and income tax payable. We can conclude that Nas Indah Trading get net profit RM7,113 ringgit. From the business transaction, we can know how much the business gain profit. We give suggestion to improve the business transaction. Thank you.